What's up, YouTube? It's Justine, and I'm coming at you guys with a senior advice video. And yes, it is only July, but I'm telling you guys this because there are some things that you need to prepare for in the summer before your senior year, just so that when you get into senior year, you're already like ahead of the game. So before we start the video, let's just appreciate my Dak Prescott shirt, and it says "We Them Boys" right there. So we them boys, having major football withdrawals because, you know, I can't watch Cowboys football on Sunday night yet. So that's why I have this on. And then another thing, I'm looking down because I have my computer in my lap because I typed out my notes. And yes, it's my new computer. I will talk about all about this in my dorm haul, which will probably be up in like a month or so because I just barely started dorm shopping. But all the info for the Mac will be in that video. But anyways, let's just jump right into this advice. First and foremost, like the video as usual, subscribe, and turn on post notifications if you have not done so yet. But before you even start your senior year, you should definitely already kind of know schools that you're going to apply to or schools you're thinking about applying to. Because once school starts, you do have like a couple of, maybe it's a month or so. Well, I don't know when your school starts, but for me, I think I had maybe a month or so before like it was time to start applying for school. And if you just have no idea where you're going to apply to, you don't want to just go into the school you're like, I have no idea. So I think it's best to have at least 4 choices. So 2 of the choices, schools you could easily get into, whether that's going to be a UC, a Cal State, a junior college, a Christian school, a private school, Catholic school, Baptist school, I don't even know. Whatever school that you know for sure, like with my grades and my test scores at this very moment, I like fit the requirements. And you can easily find this stuff online. You can Google like UCLA admission requirements and it'll come up online what their grade point average they want, the test scores they want, and all that stuff. And they also have 2 reach schools. A lot of people I know, their dream school was a reach school. And a reach school means a school that you may not make the requirements or you may not make all the requirements. So, for example, if you want to go to, let's just say UCLA again, and you need like a 4.0 to get in, a 1600 on your SAT, and a 31 on your ACT. But your current grades are like a 3.7, you score like a 1500 on your SAT, and your ACT was like a 25. That's a reach school because even though you don't qualify for, you don't fit the requirements, you could still apply there. So definitely look into that. And you should probably look into this like starting, if you're going to be a senior, if you're graduating in 2018, you should probably start looking into this now so that when school starts, you kind of have your choices. And once people ask you what grade you're in and you tell them that you're a senior, they're going to ask you what school you're going to. So at least have some names of colleges in your head so you can just throw out names. Because, like, especially senior year, like junior year, people started asking you, like, oh, where are you looking at going? Where are you looking at going? And then the start of senior year, everyone's like, oh, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? And it wasn't even time to apply for schools yet. So just kind of have some ideas in your head and know that's going to be coming your way. Also, write a personal statement and have it on your computer. Take some time to sit down and write a personal statement. Make it as detailed as possible, and you can always add and subtract from it. But most scholarships, some college applications, and other things senior year are going to require a personal statement, and it's just best to have it done because that's one less thing you have to worry about. Also, write an autobiography. I feel like when you have to write it on the spot, it's actually really challenging because you can't think back to like what happened in my life, like what am I going to say? But if you actually have time to sit down and really plan it out and perfect it, once it comes time to putting it on a scholarship or on an application, you'll already have it done. And also, I forgot what I was going to say about an autobiography. Oh, in your autobiographies, make sure to include the bad and the good. Everyone in college is trying to portray themselves to be the best that they want to be or the best that they can be, but also include the bad. Like, for example, if you failed calculus in high school, tell them that you failed calculus in high school in your autobiography or your personal statement, and then tell them how you overcame that. So like, oh yeah, I failed junior year calculus, but senior year I took it over and I got an A. So things like that. And also think about taking or retaking your ACT and SAT. You're taking it for the first time, just study hard because you don't have that many chances. If you're taking it before, again, study hard, but try to see if you can get a better score. That's why I did say that you should look into the schools that you want to go to before senior year. So if you do sign up to take the ACT or SAT again, you kind of know what score you're reaching for. And that goes for your grades as well. If you know, like, I really want to get into the school, but I need this GPA, then you know, okay, senior year, first semester, I need to just, boom, I need to knock it out. I need to get these grades. Also, coming with senior year is so much planning. Like, I suggest you guys to get the big calendars from, like, Office Max, Office Depot, Staples. I'll insert a picture of what they look like, and I'll link one down below. But get a big calendar and put it somewhere, like, that's not in your room. Like, put it in the living room, in the family room, somewhere where more than just you can see it, so that you can have someone keep you accountable. Like, if your parents aren't keeping you accountable, your siblings can do it. Someone in your family can keep you accountable, or whoever you live with can be like, oh, you know, like, don't forget they have this deadline on Friday, and help keep you on the right page, because there are so many deadlines in high school. Not even in high school, senior year specifically, in life in general, but specifically senior year, there are a lot of deadlines, and they're strict. Like, if you miss an application deadline, you missed it, and you're just not applying. Like, they're not going to take it. It's not like late homework. It's, you turn it in on this day by this time, or you don't turn it in at all. So definitely get a big calendar, because there are a lot of strict deadlines for applications, scholarships, FAFSA, which is financial aid, grants, all that stuff. There are really strict deadlines, and there's a lot going on. It's really easy to get, like, caught up with so much going on. If you're playing sports, you're going to have sporting events, and it's your senior year, so you're going to be working even harder if you want to get recruited because it's your senior year. You're going to have senior projects. Well, my school has senior projects. I don't know about your school, but I'm pretty sure schools still do senior projects. So you're going to have that on top of applications, on top of scholarships, on top of tests and quizzes and dorm room applications and fees and signing up for roommates. So there's going to be a lot going on in one time, which is really important to not only have it on a big calendar, but also transfer whatever you put on your big calendar into your phone. So just go, if you have an iPhone, or even if you have an Android. Android has a little calendar app that you can set reminders for yourself. Go in your calendar app and, like, just go through and set reminders for the days. So whatever's on that big calendar, put it in your phone and have it set to a reminder, because everyone uses their phone all the time. So have it remind you of what's due. Also, if you have a senior project, just get it done as soon as possible. Don't let it linger. Don't, just do it. Like, as soon as you get it and say it's due in April or May, whenever it's due for you, get it done as soon as possible, because that's one less thing to worry about. And that the senior project is so tedious, and it's so, I'm sorry, personally, to me that was busy work. That's how I feel. Like, I don't really, it was just boring. And I don't know, personally, I just don't see the point of it. I get it's a graduation requirement, but I don't really get the purpose of it. That's just me. Sorry, school districts and people who work for the schools. Sorry. But it's tedious, and it's going to take time on top of everything else you have to do. So just get it done as soon as possible. And also, pick a group that, if you have group projects, because ours is a group project, if you're going to pick a group, choose your group wisely. You should already know that, but this is a big deal. So choose your group wisely, because I know you want to graduate. Also, senior year is the easiest year to get good grades, but it's the easiest year to get lazy. For the most part. I only have 4 classes senior year. I'm sorry I keep saying I don't know. I'm reading it and I'm trying to stay on track, and I just keep throwing out ums. Like, it's bad. But anyways, I only have 4 classes, so my senior year was pretty chill. Left at lunch every day. Your senior year may be harder. I don't know how, like, everyone's schools set up their senior years. I don't know how they, like, give you classes. But if your senior year is easy, understand that once you know it's easy, you're going to get lazy. And it's really, 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 really hard to break senioritis. Like, I kid you not, I had senioritis on the first day of school. I was ready to graduate on September, like, 1st. I think that's our first day of school is September 1st. And I was ready to graduate. Like, once you hit January. Once you get back from Christmas break, you are going to be so done. You'll be 110% over high school. I kid you not. But you still have to do your work because colleges can reject you after they accept you. So, for example, I'm just going to keep using UCLA because that's the first school that came to my mind. They accepted you, and now you had straight A's, and after you got accepted in the semester, you end up getting all straight B's. Well, you're not going to UCLA anymore, so that's just that. So try to keep your grades at least to a decent level so that you can go to the school that you got into originally. Friends are going to drop like flies. Now, this is the most, I don't want to say the most important part of this video, I should say, but this is, I guess, a really big point that happened senior year. You're going to lose a lot of people that you considered friends. Now, friends, acquaintances, whatever you consider people, you're not going to have that many senior year. I mean, some of you will, but most people won't for several reasons. One, if your friends are playing sports and they're like athletes, they're going to be really focusing on like recruiting and going on visits and doing all that they need to do so that they can continue to play on the next level. So that's going to be taking away their time with you because they're trying to focus on themselves to better themselves. You're going to have friends who are working hard to get their grades up because they need to have somewhat decent grades to get into the schools they want to get into, and so they're focusing more time on their grades than you. What else? You're going to have friends who get a job, because a lot of people senior year got a job because, you know, like I said, it's pretty easy. If you don't have any classes, you definitely can get a job. So they're going to be spending more time working than with you. And then everyone doesn't mature at the same level. So senior year, I feel like a lot of us were like starting to really become more mature. Well, I mean, some of us were mature the whole time. When people started to mature and really become adults senior year, not just because they turned 18, but because they started having to pay for things or really be like focused on themselves and worrying about their own self and taking care of themselves. So people mature, and all your friends are not going to mature at the same level as you. So you're going to get tired of like your friends acting so young and childish, and you're just going to cut them off. I'm telling you this now from experience. Everyone that you start high school with is not going to be your friend when you end high school, and that's just that. But do really spend time with the friends that do stick with you. Spend time with them because chances are you guys aren't going to the same college, so stay close because you guys are going to be all doing your own thing in a few months. And also, same with your family. You are not, if you go to school outside of where you live, you are not going to be with your family all the time. So take this last year of high school and this last months of summer to really spend time with your family. Like, have family nights. Go out with your mom, go out with your dad, do things with your family. Make the best of it. And also, take time to relax because senior year can get overwhelming, especially towards the end of the year. I don't know why. It's like, I feel like everything just started happening so fast where you had scholarships due, you had senior project due, you had finals, you had all kinds of stuff happening, and it does get overwhelming where there's just a lot going on, your mind's everywhere, and you just take time for yourself. Go get a massage, go get your nails done, go get ice cream, go get Wingstop. Do something for yourself. And also, make the most of your senior year. I would say go to all your events that your school offers, but I'd be a hypocrite because I did not go to we have like a staff or students kickball game. I didn't go to that because I was taking a nap. Like, I napped through the whole thing because I didn't feel like waking up. And then I also didn't go to my senior sunset, which wasn't a big deal to me, and it still isn't a big deal to me. I mean, instead of going to senior sunset, I will say I was with my friends and we watched the Warriors-Cavaliers game when the Warriors won the finals. So that to me was more fun doing that than going to senior sunset. So if you're going to skip out on school events, at least make the best of it. Like, if you're not going to go to homecoming, at least have your friends go like out ice skating or something. But just make the most of it. Like, if your school does offer things and your friends are going, go. If you guys all aren't going to go, then all go to the mall or go do something together. But senior year goes by so fast. It's a breeze. No, I wouldn't say it's a breeze. You still got to do homework and stuff, and you still got to work. But it's probably going to be one of your easier years of high school. But you just really got to work hard, and you'll make it through. I promise you, no matter how many mental breakdowns you have, how many moments and tears and all that you have, you will make it through and you will go on to the next level. So just really enjoy your senior year. I had fun my senior year. I'll enter some grad pictures in here too. But just really have fun, and I wish you guys the best of luck. So thanks for watching. Good luck to all you guys in your senior year.
I love God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you?